So in room form, let's import these two things. We'll import select from React Select, and we'll import the style sheet. Oops. Okay, so then I want it to be like this multi-select example. So let's see the source for that example. Okay, so what the usage. React Select generates a hidden text field containing the selected value, so you can submit it as part of a standard form. You can also listen for changes with the onChange event property. Options should be provided as an array of objects, each with a value and a label. Okay. An array of objects with a value or a label. So let's make that list of objects. So in room form, I'm going to add a new method called users. So I have this.props.users, right? I can map over that. So then I'll get an individual user. And what I want to return then is label should be display name, seems fine. User.displayname and value user.uid. See what that gets me. So in my React DevTools, let's look up the form, room form, there it is. So $r.users. This.props.users.map is not a function. It's an object, isn't it? It's not an array. Yeah, I need to do the keys thing. So let's bite the bullet and make this a real function. All right. So we need to iterate over object.keys this.props.users instead. And so each one is not going to be a user, it's going to be a UID, right? It's just going to be the UID. So then the value is going to be UID. And I still want this to be the return value. Label. Let's actually make this okay. Yeah. Okay. I will make this a multi-line function, which means I need an actual return statement. So return this object here. I'll do this. Const user equals this.props.users square bracket UID. Right? So this is the key. So this would be the actual item, right? This.props.users square bracket UID. If it were an array of users, it would be. But since we had to use object keys, thing is this.props.users isn't an array. It's an object with keys that are UIDs. So if you look at this thing, so see users, the key is the UID. Yeah. So yeah. So it's going to be a UID. So then I get the user out of there, and then I can say user.displayname. And in this case, all my users are Dave Struess of one kind or another. So I'll put the email in parentheses here. User.email. So now what does that get me? Let's find room form. $r.users. Nice going, dummy. How about I have a return statement in my users? So I have to do this again. Roomf. There we go. There we go. And yep, I've got a label and a value. So that is what React Select wants.